Hi, I'm Michelle Dean. I'm Assistant Professor of Special Education.
And I'm Jamie Hannons, Assistant Professor of Nursing.
Online, a year.
I've probably been teaching online maybe 2 years. Blended, really, and then online a year.
I liked it.
Great.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really helpful to have a framework to organize the course. It was great to have a colleague bounce ideas off a colleague and also learn things, take tools or ideas from a colleague.
And I think we were well matched, although I don't think it was intended. We had a lot in common in planning our courses and that they were online. I think we had a lot of similarities in the goals that we intended for what we wanted students to get out of the course. And then we were able to learn from each other because we had different activities. I think the main takeaway for me was being able to work with someone and looking at the rubric and reassessing your class and redesigning it and really saying what key components are there and having an opportunity to kind of feed that back and forth and say, what do you think of this? And how do you think that works for students?
I thought that was really helpful. It's good to just have an outline of these are the standardized expectations in the course, but then when you're trying a new idea or giving directions for an assignment, it was very helpful for me to say, can you tell me if this is clear to the students? Is there something I need to do a little bit differently and to get a better outcome for the students?
Well, and I think we were both redesigning courses in a different format. It was the first time I had taught the online course, and Michelle was redesigning it to a 5-week summer session. And so I think with the redesign, it was great to have someone to play off of or ask feedback about for different activities or instructions. But with the QUILT rubric, I think I went back to I'd always followed the course objectives and matched those up to the activities, but I took it to the next level to where each of my modules then had objectives and then really mapped it out, I think, more defined than I had in the previous courses. Do it?
Yeah. I think I found it extremely helpful. And something that we saw, at least in summer school instruction, is that as evidence of not everyone having highly rigorous summer school classes online. So one thing I like about this process is setting a really high expectation about the quality of instruction online and really promoting and facilitating active learning and student engagement instead of just having read this each week and write a paper at the end of the session.
Yeah, when I had adjusted the course, that's what a lot of it was, is kind of a course pack of read this, write this, read this, do this activity. And so really looking at how to have students actively engaged in the process and then having the opportunity to really, without knowing, you're guessing about whether these activities are going to appear to be active learning to the student. But I think having the peer person to review and give you feedback was huge. No. I actually felt like it was more supportive than not. And I was really glad that I wasn't alone in the process because I felt like I had someone to say, oh my gosh, is this happening to you? Especially in a short, condensed summer session, some of the anomalies that occur.
Yeah, that's true.
Or frustrations that you come across during changes in numbers of students so quickly in a short condensed course.
And then the organization, I mean, when two people are organizing around the same framework, it helps. It was probably saved me some time because I knew where to go back to when I was structuring the course, or if I'd hit a barrier, an obstacle, I could go back to this framework and figure out a way to overcome that obstacle.
And we had one initial face-to-face meeting at the beginning and one at the end. And outside of that, we really communicated via email or I think phone once or twice. But it never seemed like an imposition of time. It actually was a help.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for making that so clear.